So if you take a hammer and you do a test, you can figure out where your sheet metal is just really, really bad. Well, welcome back, my friends, to Bronco Adventures. And that there isn't a Bronco.
Could be.
It could be. Should we? It's too soon to tell. This Bronco needs a lot of work, and we said it on camera. You heard it. We're gonna drive this Bronco to Medford, Oregon for Tom's Rock and Roll. We got no time, is what I'm saying. Now, we don't really care if the Bronco's pretty. We just want it to drive, and we want it to drive really well. We're gonna take and just worry about the mechanicals, the fuel lines, the fuel tanks, the brakes, the brake tanks, you know, that kind of stuff. It does run, so that's good, but it, you know, puts a smoke screen out the back. You know, that's not good. It stops enough, but not good enough.
Kinda.
We need brakes, better brakes. But we got an early Bronco, so we're excited about that. And we're excited to bring you along the way on this project. Now, for today, we're gonna start just simply focusing on lifting this body off the frame. So what we've decided is the body just needs to go away. We're gonna only focus on the mechanicals, so we're gonna redo the entire chassis first. We don't really care if it's pretty, because as you've seen in another video, we got another Bronco tub back there. Now that Bronco tub is in a lot better shape than this Bronco tub. This one's full of rust. That's why we call it rusty. Rusty won't be rusty for very long. I mean, the door gaps, that's good. The inner fender apron things, you know, they're just vented. That's fine. But the new, to us, body doesn't have that bad of issues, right?
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice. I guess. It's almost restored. But we're gonna get this body lightened up so we can then take it off the frame. So for today, getting rid of fenders, hood, grill, doors, roof, and the tailgate already probably fell off already. So that's fine.
Likely.
But then we'll lift the body off the chassis. Once the body's off chassis, we're disassembling it. We're going with bigger, better, everything. But let's start removing body panels. Come on, help us out. Grab a tool or something. We need a lot of help with this thing. Are you ready for first grade, Lewis?
Yeah.
How much are you gonna learn this year?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Well, this Bronco sure is noisy.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Glad you like riding it with me. Yeah, deer. Like, you know, squirrel! Just dropped Lewis off to his first day of school. First grade. They get big way too quick. This is insane. Sorry, I don't do selfie mode all the often. These kids, what do you do with them and what do you do without them? All I can tell you is just take every chance you can with them. Do things that you just, even if you can't figure it out right now, you'll not regret it in the future. So get off your couch, create adventures. But now we're on to getting to the shop. This old Bronco is getting taken apart. We gotta get to getting it better. Start on this lower one. Push it in there nice and square. There you go. So the first item of business is we're getting the fender flares taken off. Can you get this other one while we're talking? Work on it. The fact of the matter is, these were only put on to make the Bronco prettier. These aren't even ours. You know the guy. They're Bronco Man 6s.
They're rentals.
Well, they're rentals that we never, you know, actually paid to rent. We just put them on. So Bronco Man 6, I'll bring them back. Just put them on the Bronco shelf for you. Now these fender flares might have been somebody's cup of tea. And for this Bronco, I think that we did the right thing by putting those on there, because I think they must have been struggling that day or something. I want to be nice, but good crap. I mean, this one didn't cut so bad. That driver's side, boy. But I mean, look, man, that could have been a good fender still, but now it's yard art, I think. I don't know. All right, now, next item's of business. Let's get this hood out of our way. The hood's in pretty good shape, so let's not drop it. Okay. All right, let's do that right now. You wanna know a secret? When you're taking apart an old rusty project, to get some PB blaster, you gotta get the big hand, because like a Bronco like this, it's just made up of rust. So you just, you know, use a good amount on there. Unlike everything, it'll help. We're gonna make this Bronco really good again, Dennis. But it's gonna take time.
Oh, I want to show you this new Bronco.
You like the new Bronco?
What?
The new Bronco?
Yeah.
Do we paint it white? I don't know. Why do we keep going back to the body work? Let's talk about, do we put a cam in this motor? Do we put a 4-barrel on it? You know, do we put headers on it? I want headers, you know. What should we do to the motor? Yeah? All of it? I like it. We should do that, Emma. That's one hood. Success. You ever take apart an early Bronco? Well, it's real easy. You need like a 1/2 and a 9/16 socket. And everything comes apart. So we're gonna remove the grill next. I've already got the 3 bolts out of here for the hood latch portion. Now, up underneath in the fender, in like these areas, there's bolts. Or there should be bolts. We have 1 bolt in each side. I've had this grill off before, and like all the bolts ripped out. So let's get that out of the way now. Well, the core support is in good shape, so that's nice. But it's, you know, grill's gone. Now, get rid of the fenders. You can tell by the way this fender is colored that it's not, you know, the right one. So again, we've only got a few bolts holding it in. 2. And a Tech screw. That's nice. And just like that, there's a fender, Dennis. We can play like, you know, it's that. Look at that. Can you take it over there? Oh, too heavy. Check it out. That's the original color of the early Bronco. I forget what kind of blue they call it, but boy, look at just how bad this Bronco is rotted out. I mean, I really can appreciate the way they attach this door with a huge bolt. It worked. Doesn't even make me mad. Broke off. See, that's the nice part with old, crusty, rotten vehicles is sometimes you just put the, you know, torque wrench on it and it just breaks bolts. This fender is actually held on pretty good. Even the impact driver just wouldn't break them loose. Oh, yeah. I have a feeling we'll be cutting a lot of bolts on this fender. Yeah, the whole thing's spinning. It's fine. Oh, it's a good thing we're replacing it. Yeah, get the grinder. Dead battery. Great. To remove the fender, we got to remove the door. Our bolts are so rusted in that I can't get them out. It's being a pain, is what I'm saying. So let's just get the door out of our way. Everything's just so rusted. It's bad. I'm gonna cut it. Don't be mad at me for doing that. These hinges were so rusted on that we can get replacements, all right? But the good news is, well, we got the door off, just like that. Poor Bronco, just so rotten. See, if you take a hammer and you do a test, you can figure out where your shoe pedal is just really, really bad. And right here too, you know, that's a hammer holder now. The way to tell if your Bronco is still in really good shape and square is to figure out if the door stops level. This Bronco's rough. All right, Monica, get the door off of there. Don't drop it, it's pristine. You kind of got to push up on the window jamb. Or it's just put your arm in there and just swing out like a suicide door. Don't let it fall on your head.
It's gonna fall on my feet.
Look, Mom's getting the door, Dennis. Don't drop it. It's irreplaceable.
I didn't drop it.
This Bronco is going to be great. What do you think, Emmett? You driving? All right. And we're raising the roof.
Raising the roof.
Get the bolt out of there.
Hi, Daddy.
Have you been on that for like 20 minutes? Let's raise thy roof. Raise the roof.
It's naked.
Naked. Just the way we like it. No, I like it. Oh, what do you think? What do you think, Dennis?
Well, I need that engine out of it.
You need the engine out of it?
Yeah.
Well, give me a minute, boss. We're working on it. This Bronco, they're so simply put together. Not just this Bronco, but all Broncos. But the hard part is, when you have this much rust and rot, that's where the idea of, you know, let's just replace the body with a brand new reproduction. I mean, it's very appealing, but as you know, these Broncos are so expensive that a lot of people can't even obtain them because they're just so pricey. And luckily, we've got one. So I want to show you guys that you can build a Bronco on a pretty good budget. And yeah, it might not be a showstopper, but it can be a driver. And I think that's really what matters with the Bronco. You know, you just have to get off the couch and drive it. Okay, next item of business. We're getting rid of the seats, and I think we might be leaving the roll bar. I don't know, but let's figure it out. Boom, there it is. No front clip, no doors, no roof on it anymore, and no more seats. But the cool part is the Bronco still runs. So if we need to, you know, move it, we can do that for now. But next time, you are gonna see us figure out how to disconnect all the wiring on the body, all of everything else that's touching the body, like master cylinder, radiator, all that stuff. And then
what?
body's going up, going away.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, body. We're gonna keep it, but it's just gonna go, you know, in the background. Then we're gonna take and have a full rolling chassis, and then we're gonna like pull the heads on the motor and see if it's worth keeping. If it is, we're gonna probably do a little bit of stuff to that, at least re-gasket it, you know, so it doesn't leak. But really the motor doesn't leak too bad other than the oil plug drain thing, which is fixable. But for now, get off your couch, go create an adventure. Thanks for joining us on this one. We'll see you next time.
Bronco Adventures.